Hi everyone, it's Tallara and welcome back to Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. Last episode was extremely action-packed as we extracted the president from her downed vehicle and are now trying to get her out of Dogtown. I figured now was a good time to catch our breath, and I thought it might be a good idea to come and catch up on our lore. Over the past two episodes, I've been kind of speculating a little bit and sort of pulling on threads of what I remember about the Unification War and that kind of thing. So I actually came here into the database so we can have a little story time and learn about the Unification War. So if you guys are Unification War buffs, feel free to skip this part. But let's have a little history lesson because this plays a huge part into Dogtown and specifically General Hansen. So it says the Unification War, sometimes called the Metal Wars, was a series of armed conflicts spanning from January 2069 to June 2070. It was fought between the new United States of America and the Free States, supported by Militech and Arasaka respectively. The conflict's name differs depending on who you ask. NUSA or Militech supporters call it the Unification War, whereas Arasaka Corp and certain Free States have preferred the name Metal Wars. North California stood on the side of the Free States, while South California stood by the new USA. Note, Night City remained independent throughout the conflict. The war was finally concluded by a ceasefire signed in Arvin, SoCal. However, both sides declared victory for themselves and found the terms of peace largely unsatisfactory, causing many to believe the outbreak of another armed conflict is only a matter of time. The Free States were obliged to forfeit their independent status, albeit only on paper, as they would remain autonomous in practice. Ultimately, the NUSA chose to accept the conditions of this peaceful resolution rather than risk escalation of the war across the globe, resulting in potentially millions of casualties and, more importantly, a deep recession. Arasaka and Militech suffered heavier losses than any other corporation or government body involved in the conflicts. Both megacorps lost billions of euro dollars in military equipment, and because Militech had their own boots on the ground, they additionally lost the lives of thousands of soldiers, who they staunchly refer to as independent consultants. So I was under the incorrect impression that NUSA won in the Unification War, but that is not true. No one won the Unification War, and it was basically just a war between Arasaka and Militech. So that's good background information to have in our pocket, I think. So if we come down here also to story characters, we can read more about Rosalind Myers and Kurt Hansen, who I think are the two main players right now. So let's start with President Myers. The incumbent president of the new United States of America. Myers was born into a wealthy and influential East Coast family, said to be descendants of the first English settlers aboard the Mayflower. She began her political career in the U.S. Marine Corps. Her patriotism, courage on the battlefield, obedience, and discipline paved the way for her rapid promotion and brought her to the attention of Militech's top brass. Interesting. Okay, so that's why she's such a bad bee. It's because she was in the Marines. Makes sense. After the death of the corporation's CEO, Donald Lundy, it was Myers who succeeded him. There are conflicting opinions about Myers' reign as president of the corporation, but her reformist zeal has earned her more opponents than supporters. Without waiting for an official vote of confidence, Myers tendered her honorary resignation as CEO, justifying the decision with her intention to run for the office of the president of NUSA. Interesting. So not only is she an ex-Marine, she's also ex-CEO of Militech, one of the biggest mega corporations in the world. She won the election, becoming the second in the brief history of the new states woman in the Oval Office. She ended her first term with a bang with the Unification War in 2069 to reunite all the states. So she was the president during the Unification War. That's good to know too. Despite military support from Militech, Myers had to withdraw NUSA troops from California. Her shattered expansionist dreams apparently didn't deter Myers in the slightest, nor have they damaged her popularity. She went on to win 2 subsequent elections and is now gearing up for a 4th term. Oh, she's been president for a long time. Although as a politician Myers appears in her element, those close to her know she misses her time in the Marines. That's not to say the NUSA president's life is devoid of excitement. Repeated assassination attempts confirm that a dead Myers would be more valuable to some political factions than the status quo. Yet, for the time being, the greatest danger to the president's life remains her long-standing nicotine addiction. President Myers! Stop smoking, girl! That is not good for you. Alright. And this is Kurt Hansen. Most of the files on Kurt Hansen's military past were classified as top secret following the end of the Unification War. Only top Militech execs and certain members of Congress in Washington have clearance to learn just who this former colonel truly is. He's the man who secured a foothold for the NUSA in Night City as part of Operation Midnight Storm. The same man who then, after being abandoned by the NUS government at war's end, built from that foothold a new homeland for himself, all financed by smuggling and arms deals on a global scale. To some, he's a glorified gangster and war profiteer. To others, a deserter and terrorist. To others still, he's the charismatic leader of Barghest, the liberating force that keeps Dogtown free from NCPD jurisdiction and corporate influence. And that has turned the derelict district into a new home for so many without one. Kurt Hansen is a man of many faces, but if you ask Dogtown residents, most will say it's safer to keep your head down than to see any of them yourself. So I have a feeling that's why Kurt Hansen has gone all in on Rosalind, because she was A, his CEO first, and then B, his president, and it seems like she abandoned him. But I'm sure we'll find out more about that. But regardless, I'm glad we took the time here at the beginning of today's episode to catch up on the lore. One of my favorite things about RPGs is world building and lore. So for me, it's really important to sort of understand the state of the world and the characters at play. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Anyway, we are here in the subway tunnels trying to extract President Myers from Dogtown.
We're heading southwest now. Feels like we're circling back.
Yeah, saw mention an abandoned building. Place to lie low. No heat sig. Should be relatively safe.
I pray you're right, Somi.
Relative being the key word. I could use some help here with these bricks.
Could use a little help.
Of course. A damn fork? Well, we didn't account for this. Which way now? Thoughts?
I mean, that way looks like a subway tunnel, and that way looks like an actual door. So I'm gonna go this way. I think.
Let's try this way.
Looks promising.
Where's it?
Cameras. Here?
Hansen's a military man. He loves control. And hates blind spots. Great.
Unfortunately, I don't have any cyberware with which to disable those cameras. So we might have to go the other way after all. Wait, can I do something with that valve? Don't know if I can get in there. Seems weird that they'd have a valve I could scan with no way to access it. Okay. Oh, maybe we need to get up above. Like this. Bouncy legs, activate! Aha, this should do it. I don't even know what this valve is for, but it caught my eye, so... Oh, I can't even use it! I came all this way for tier 1 item components? Talk about a letdown. Right, President Myers, I'm coming back. Let's go the other way. I don't want to get caught by that camera. In through the subway tunnels it is.
Huh, our stop. On the right, see it? Here's where we surface.
Christ, finally.
I'm gonna smell musty for a week. A maintenance tunnel. We could try to squeeze through.
How? That's what the mini-map is trying to show me too. You mean in here? Girl, we ain't fitting in this tiny little hole. Now we can fit in the hole. Oh god, I bet this water is dank.
But the faster the better.
Just hoping V doesn't short circuit before we can get the president to safety. Having Songbird in my head and then having Songbird
Elizabeth Crest Street.
have issues like she did is really affecting V.
Re-elected 9 times. You believe it? She must have had her ass welded to that seat.
Ooh.
Funny how she has her own street in Night City of all places.
That jealousy I'm
Oh
detecting?
my god, V is gonna
Please.
pass out.
Jealous of what?
I'm gonna pass out. This is hurting my head. Okay. Someone was living down here. They left a hand fan. And a full hot dog! Wonder how long that's been there. Oh god, yeah.
Not now!
Things aren't going well for me.
Are you?
1 sec. It'll pass. Oh. See? Better already.
What's the matter? Are you hurt?
You could say that.
Yeah, could say that. Old wound.
One that literally has you on the floor.
There's an Arasaka biochip that's killing me. No need to hold secrets at this point.
Got a experimental Arasaka biochip in my brain. It's killing me, literally. Somi says she might have a solution.
Wait. You're talking about the relic.
Oh,
That'd be the one.
you know about it.
Of tech someone stole from Arasaka. On the day Saburo lost his battle with mortality, no less.
Oh, she knows all about the situation.
So that's how she could reach you. It also goes a long way toward explaining the nature of your deal. I appreciate the candor. Seems it's all for one and one for all, if we're to survive.
I mean, at this point, what's the harm of telling her the truth? I'm dying. I don't know how she could use that against me any more than the chip itself is already impacting me. Plus, I low-key kind of trust her, even though I feel like I probably shouldn't. Anyway, let's get out of these subway tunnels. Do 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 do.
Expecting more trouble?
Tonight, I expect nothing but.
Fair
It's best
enough.
to be prepared for any contingency.
Okay, this is us, safe.
Great place for an ambush.
Yeah, it's real quiet.
Hopefully no one else.
Oh look,
thinks
it's a
so.
tarot card. You can find these in the base game. I guess there's new ones in the DLC. The King of Pentacles. Who's this one?
Is this the place?
I can't actually interact with it though. I could scan it, but...
On 3.
Hang on, I'm looking at this odd graffiti. Maybe I don't have the quest picked up. What's this? Urban Accord redefined? Ever since Mayor Ryan declared Pacifica an independent district, I keep wondering what it really means and what will the long-term ramifications of that decision be. Will it result in a small-scale war? 2070's Irvin Accord clearly defined Night City as free and autonomous, a result of Ryan's efforts and political savvy. But as soon as the dust has settled, the mayor realized that some of the land he so valiantly fought for may be nothing more than dead weight as far as NZ's welfare is concerned. Dropping Pacifica from the administrative boundaries of the free city of Night City has been a drawn-out process, since long-term action is always easier to digest by the public. But in reality, the district hasn't been considered a part of the city for a long time, by NC residents and even the NCPD, which withdrew from Pacifica years ago. But the official split came only when he needed to boost his support by massaging the crime stats. So where did Pacifica find itself after the end of the Unification War? The Arvin Accord did not end the war, but simply moved it elsewhere without designating clear winners or losers or appeasing the ambitions of anyone involved. This is why a large independent district neighboring Night City would be a great catch for anyone vying for influence over the metropolis. The ambiguity of borders described in the Accord makes Pacifica a perfect location for everyone working in the shadows, and any kind of operations would not necessarily lead to breaking the 2070 treaty, but rather its creative reinterpretation. Yeah, Pacifica's an interesting district for sure. Alright, you want me to go first? Oh, there we go. The tarot card just got acquired. I don't know what took so long. Alright, let's do this.
1, 2.
No one in here? I think we're good.
Pitch fucking black.
Yep.
Where are you, So-Mi?
Huh. Guess we got here first.
Seems so.
Looks like she was
I'll
here.
have to sit tight.
There's some
Though I
stuff
assume
around.
I'd rather not sit in the dark. Power would be useful. You'd also get the radio up and running.
What? Can't miss her.
Pacifica, get ready for a techno revolution. Night City authorities have announced more than €6 billion will be invested to expand the district's telecommunications infrastructure in the coming years. So,
Daily
obviously
dose
that
of
didn't work,
fear-mongering?
but they had big
I need to
dreams.
know the situation on the ground. I want to change out of this mess. High time.
Into these dirty rags?
Change. Into those filthy old rags.
These filthy old rags won't be smeared all over every TV and terminal screen in the city. Unlike my presidential best. Have a look around. I'll join you in a minute.
Fair enough, enjoy your clothes shopping. Got a good view here, but obviously everyone's still on high alert. Looking for us. Okay, power, power, power. This looks promising.
Check this, B. Attempted postmodern art.
A generator?
More like a home-cooked generator. Maybe we kick-started. Literally.
Uh-huh.
Shit. Thing needs a little go-go juice to wake up.
Sure, but seeing as we got a lull in the lead pouring down on us, listen, got a bad vibe about this. You?
I mean... Yeah, I hear you loud and clear here. Something is off with Songbird.
Makes two of us. Gate's got too many twists and turns.
Songbird, S-tier netrunner, promises a panaceum, a cure-all, then gets wiped off the map.
It does seem sus. I agree with you, bud.
Myers, shady Politico. Got a dagger thrown at her back all the way from Washington. Who by and why? Fuck if we know. Oh, plus Kurt Hansen and this fucking SAM launcher. Just preem. Got this hot itchy feeling in my groin.
Ew.
Like someone's not fessed up to something.
You should see a doctor about that. But I mean, yeah. Whole thing definitely seems to run deep. We've got a lot of major players here.
One thing's sure. Plot runs Mariana Trench deep. We'll cobble together the full picture, piece by piece if needed.
More like rest in pieces. Us both. Anyway, let's get this power sitch sorted.
There's a battery case here, which is the generator power source. So we need to find a battery that can go in it. Any batteries around here? God, what a view. President Myers must be somewhere changing right now. Oh, is this batteries maybe? There we go.
Should do the trick, by my eye.
Alright, let's try this.
In you go.
Fire it up.
Yes, sir.
Fingers crossed. Here it goes.
Yay! Let there be light! Beautiful. I can see so much better now. Yeah, it definitely looks like Songbird has been here. She's had a little studio set up. By the looks of things.
Look what I found.
What's that? Oh, nice
What
new
is that?
outfit.
There's more in the fridge.
Oh, and beer?
You earned it.
Wow. New look. Not bad at all.
You look.
I love Night City. Say it loud and proud.
Should draw less attention, too. Grab a gulp.
Alright, beer now? Actually, I'm not gonna question it. I'm gonna take a beer and sit. You got my vote.
Just earned yourself a vote, Madam President.
Are you even registered?
Housewarming gift from Songbird, maybe?
Wouldn't it be wonderful?
And circling back to Night City, speculative chatter continues tonight around the downed passenger craft. NUS representatives claim President Rosalind Myers was aboard when catastrophe struck. City officials have yet to release any statement. However, one all too familiar figure did decide to speak out. Kurt Hansen, the self-proclaimed leader of Dogtown, called a press conference earlier today to offer his take on the situation.
I'm being framed, isn't it obvious? The NUSA's been out for my blood for years. Now, I'm not without flaws. But another thing I'm not is suicidal. An attempt on the life of the head of the NUSA? What transpired in Dogtown is no trivial matter. I urge you all to consider the true motives behind this spectacle. The NUSA will take any excuse it can get to send forces into Dogtown. And will they stop there? No. You, good people of Night City, are next in the fucking line.
Oh, thanks, Hansen. We love some fear-mongering on the radio.
Troglodyte's clever. Maybe too clever for his own good.
Classic bluff, nothing more.
So Hansen's decided to wave a classic false flag. Sow doubt, reap apprehension awards, any NUSA attempt to get you back. Both ends fight in the middle.
Well, you sure know how to cheer people up. Some mysterious party's out to trigger war. An attempt on my life's a damn good casus belli.
I mean, I think it's best to stay put for now and draw no attention.
All the more reason for us to stay put. Got plenty of mysteries to solve. Songbird, Washington, Hansen.
To name a few. Agreed. Hear that? Footsteps.
Uh-oh.
Songbird?
Maybe. Can't be sure, though.
It's our lucky day, Chumba.
Nope.
A penthouse with a view of the city.
And lights that work. This doesn't feel right.
None never does with you, does it? Fucking killjoy. You want an angle on Hansen's airdrops? You got it.
V, we need to eliminate them.
Come on, man. Let's have a look around.
Alright.
I'll be damned.
Fuck this.
Oh! Okay.
No time to lose.
I thought we were gonna, you know, do it, like, quietly or something, but, that works too, I guess.
They didn't leave me a choice. Whoever they were.
I mean, I don't disagree. I don't know if they would have listened to reason, so I get it. Did what we had to do.
That's 2 fewer problems down the line. Tough but necessary.
Yes. Yes, you're right. The bodies. We really should do something. I saw a chute in the hallway.
Gotta love being murdered and dropped down a chute. Bye. Alright. Cleanup done.
Another problem solved. Don't know about you, but I've about had it with today.
It has been a long day.
Quickly. I need to rest.
Here? What if more like them show up?
That chute's not going anywhere.
You serious?
Come on.
I mean, I guess we can't stay up forever. It has
I've had
been
my fill of surprises for
quite the action-packed day. However, I don't know how I feel about sleeping on this disgusting mattress. Better than nothing, I suppose.
Still nothing from So Me.
Hope your vaccines are up to date, V.
She's never gone dark this long. Troubling, to say the least.
I mean, I'm not comfortable here. The place isn't fully secure. I can literally see the drones right there looking for us.
Can't wait here forever. Place seems safe, but that could change in a flash.
We need to wait. It's all we can do for now. If she doesn't show, well... then... we'll have one other option to consider. But let's table it till morning. We should get some rest.
Should we, like, post a lookout, or?
Surreal. All of it.
What's that?
I'd have been home by now. Reading the evening brief, glass of water and 2 sleeping pills waiting on the night table.
Doesn't sound like you miss it much.
See you in the morning, V.
Good night. Don't let the bedbugs bite. Literally. Looks like V slept okay. No one murdered us in our sleep. Might have some bedbug bites, but we'll check for those later. President Myers, where are you? Oh, it's raining. Ah, she's over here. Hello, good morning. Nice rainy day out there.
She's not here. Means she's not coming.
I mean, maybe Hansen's goons nabbed her.
You seen the swarms Hansen has out hunting? Might have nabbed her.
Possibility. One that concerns me the most. I need to find her. You don't leave your people behind enemy lines.
Could still buy that fairy tale bullshit?
Whatever happened, we have to help her.
You gotta get out of Dogtown.
Listen, know we had a calm night, but you gotta leave Dogtown.
How? In a car trunk? Fingers crossed? Hansen's waiting for that sort of desperate attempt.
Okay. Gotta be a way. Let me think. Know my share of fixers. Bet we could get one
Out of the question. They'll hand me over to the highest bidder.
Well, I think it's high time to discuss Plan B.
Gotta talk backup plan.
Not a plan, a man. The kind we need. Solomon Reed's the name.
Idris Elba?
7 years ago, he headed up our intelligence efforts in Night City. He and Somi were a team. With the conflict over, he went into hibernation. So he's out there somewhere. Reed's a man of principle. He can't be swayed, can't be bribed. If there's anyone we can trust now, it's him.
The Noosa intelligence agent. Alright, tell me more.
A sleeper agent? No shit. Tell me more. Unless that's like a state secret or whatever.
It is. Of the false bottom drawer variety. Let's say you want to secure your interests on another country's soil. If diplomacy fails, you resort to other means.
Like a military coup.
That's one option. Solomon Reed is another sure one.
He must be deep undercover.
7 years undercover. Guy sounds like a true asset. Used to be with Arasaka once upon a time. Counter intel. Never saw any Reed on file.
Above your pay grade, maybe? Consider that.
Maybe I was
Ouch.
too busy getting my hands wet and dirty.
So, that's a yes. Go back, up your clearance, and check again.
No thanks. I'm never going back to Saka.
Hard pass. Closed chapter in my life.
Good. Although Reed is likely to keep it open.
Why? War's been over for 7 years.
For some, wars never end.
So how do I find him?
How do I find your guy? Guessing I can't just buzz him on his work hollow.
Activating a sleeper agent is no simple matter. You'll need a dog whistle.
What now?
Don't tell him I called it that. It's a signal only Reed will hear. It'll be tricky.
Huh.
There was a secret comms channel accessed only from a Capitan Caliente nearby. The FIA used it before the war. The access code was 0931.
Got a bad feeling, V.
Like an analog landline kind of situation?
Meaning an analog landline. That crash tear open a hole in space-time?
When sending sensitive information, you use the technology least vulnerable to interception, old or not. That Caliente should still be wired for it.
Owner have a thing for antiques?
He had a thing for federal money, and he might still be alive. Remember, 0931.
Alright, fair enough. I guess it sounds manageable.
Okay, seems doable.
And I prefer discretion to destruction. I trust that's clear.
Uh-huh, so what'll happen next?
Reed will need to screen you. You'll show him this. It means you work for us.
What the?
File will be created for you in the FIA database.
Wait, back up. Telling me I'm a special agent now.
That's right. But taking the oath make it feel more real.
Where's the mystique? Window left ajar?
Secret comms line, presidential token. What's next? A coded message in today's scream sheet?
That token is for your safety. If Reed isn't 100% certain I sent you, he won't hesitate to kill you.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah, okay. We can skip the oath. I'll just take the coin.
Yeah, nah. Let's skip the formal thing.
Is there a problem?
It's just a big commitment, you know? Can't swear to something I don't believe in.
It's your choice. I understand this was sudden.
I officially have an FIA profile.
Good luck out there, V. And don't let the bastards nab you.
Alright, well, this is getting intense. We are officially a federal agent, which is not really how I saw today, happening. But that's it, okay. Guess we'll try to contact this sleeper agent. I guess President's gonna make this her office. Bit of a downgrade, I'm sure, than the Oval. Let's ask her a few questions before we go. You think we can trust Reed?
Listen, this Reed character. Think we can trust him? 7 years is a long time. Long enough to change a man.
Think so. You may be right. Or perhaps we can look at it another way. 7 years a sleeper. Any other agent would have walked out long ago. But not Reed.
Okay. Do you expect Arasaka to make any moves?
Thinking after the crash, Militech's eyes must be glancing your way. And that gives Arasaka all the window they need.
Maybe. But for now, I'm simply Schrodinger's president. Perhaps alive, perhaps dead. Both sides are certainly preparing for either outcome.
So
it seems it's business as usual.
On a side note, how'd you meet Somi?
how'd you and Somi meet?
Well, she broke into my house.
Whoa.
Sorry, what?
By which
Gutsy
I mean
move.
the Militech data fortress. We mapped her signal at the very last second. They should have flatlined her, but you don't kill talented teenagers when they do stupid things. You recruit them. Give kids like her a chance to make history. Reed understood that best of all. And of course he was right.
So I guess she met Somi back when she was still CEO of Militech, which means it was quite a while ago. Seems a lot of your vets fell out of the system.
You ever consider all the vets of all your wars? Tend to land with the nomads. Met quite a few of them, actually. Veterans know better than anyone. Freedom, the open road. They're just empty words. It's more like you've left them without options.
That I do understand. I know many of our former servicemen and women feel we have no place for them, that we don't want them. However, we extend our hand to them in many different ways. They're the ones who need to grab it.
I mean, I don't know how much I believe that, but anyway. It's enough chat for now. Let's go find the sexiest British man alive. Oh, wait. First we got a computer. Oh, vehicles. Buying. On the AutoFixer net page, you'll find all vehicles currently up for sale. You can access this net page from the computer in your apartment or from other computers throughout Night City. Oh, so fixers won't text me about cars anymore. I just get online and I can buy them. Oh, this is way better. I hated when my phone got overloaded with texts. This one is beautiful. Oh my god. I love the color. Okay, good to know. We'll keep in mind. Oh, we could buy a little smart car for 22 grand. We'll keep in mind that we can buy a bunch of cars. All right. Anyway, back to Britain's sexiest man. Off to the Capitan Caliente restaurant. Hopefully no one's following us out of here.
Made the right call not taking that fascist-ass oath.
Oh, yeah?
Some causes are worth pledging your life to, V. This ain't one of them.
Why do you think that?
How'd you come to that?
'Cause with the biz done, their arm'll still be far up your ass and you'll be a meat puppet. No, I was once a corpo jarhead, right? Practically dove into uniform head first. They had a real hard-on for the oath. Repeat after me, blondie fucking blah. But can't remember what I solemnly pledged to do.
Sure you want to talk about this?
Gotta hand it to you, V. Wiser than I was back in the day.
Thanks for the compliment, Johnny. I figured you would want to be a part of taking any sort of oath. I like President Myers, but we've known her for, what, 24 hours? So I'm not ready to make any sort of oaths right now. It's one thing that I took the chip and have officially become an agent and have been uploaded to the FIA database, but I'm not ready for that sort of commitment, so I'm happy that Johnny approves. Now the question is this Capitan Caliente restaurant going to be in Dogtown, or are we going to have to go back to Night City to access this place, I wonder? Guess we'll find out.
That smoke mean Dogtown chose a new pope?
Maybe the Veep crashed Space Force 2.
Curious as I am, we got an important call to make.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what that smoke means, but it does look like we are still in Dogtown. And now we need to head to Capitan Caliente. You can see there's a lot of people out and about. I'm sure a lot of people are wondering what the hell is happening with all the smoke and the news alerts and the crashed airships. But either way... Oh, we got a call from Mr. Hands.
V, in Dogtown, are you? Well, I've but one word of advice. Caution.
Hands? Sheesh. What's your link to this area?
This is Pacifica's bumping, thumping business hard, where the real deals are done.
So, we finally got to meet in person?
I can say neither yes nor no. In lieu of an answer, I've new work for you. I hope you'll accept. One last thing. How you breached Dogtown's border, I'm not certain. Though I suspect not via the main gate. Irrelevant in any case. I've secured clearance for your future convenience. Your name and likeness now registered in the system, granting unfettered passage over the district threshold.
Wow, thanks, Mr. Hands. That's actually very helpful.
Turns out she's here chasing her
Now
ass.
we can come and go as we want. It's good to have friends in high places. There's a text from him. Our Dogtown streets can run rather narrow, though not by European standards, mind you. You'll require a suitable vehicle, one which I happen to have arranged for you already. Collect it at your leisure. You're very welcome. Wow. Thanks. Good fixer thinks of everything, don't they? Of course, safe driving now. Alright, we got a nice compact car. Let's call it in, shall we? Which one is it? Appears it is the Tanishi T400. Oh my god, it's so small. Wow, this is the smallest truck I've ever seen. This is fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Damn time. Kick back and crank it to the max, tunes. Here's some more tunes.
Careful. Wow, the streets are narrow. So narrow, and my driving is so bad. Oh, there's another little car. Hello. It's so weird to be in a district that's literally half built. Alright, here's Capitan Caliente. Who is shooting? What is happening? I think we just witnessed a drive-by shooting. That's unfortunate. Anyway, it's been another busy day, folks. We got ourselves a new car. We've sworn an oath to the NUSA. Well, actually, we didn't swear the oath. That's an important distinction. We've got a lead, and now we're gonna head into Capitan Caliente and hopefully use their dial-up internet to speak to Idris Elba. So I'm gonna call it a day here, folks. Thanks everyone so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys back here again real soon for another episode of Phantom Liberty.